are celebrating the things that almost, we like everybody to think about us in a particular light. But we ourselves know that we're lying to ourselves. Am I making sense? You can't solve problems. You can't organize yourself. And you don't think you should be ashamed and sit down and say, God, teach me. Help me to get organized. You think I'm angry with you? Yes. Yes, but it's not for you. It's for me. Never know who they are. And the only way you will do it is through processes and systems. That's the way it's going. I was talking to a young man yesterday. I said, you guys are ignoring people in this country who have needs. You're so focused on those who you think you can make money from. There are women in the market who you can do digital products for, who will help them to become successful. You guys don't care. And that's where the money is. This morning, I want to talk to you about operating systems, but in the area of problem solving and why you need it. But I want to run a couple of videos to you. This is the first one is by Vusi. And I want you to hear what he considers to be the next stage of issues that he needs to resolve, that South Africa needs to resolve. And I want you to notice how he's going to describe it.
If you lost everything and you had to start again. Right now in 2026, South Africa has this very brief window. Operation Vulindlela, which the President Cyril Ramaphosa started in 2020, had those 5 key milestones. It was around the transformation of the ports. They've done that. It was around fixing the rail infrastructure in part. They've done that. It was around Financial Action Task Force thing, which had to do with the grey listing of South Africa. They've done that too. And now, of course, with the Africa Booster product, you can simply bring it to my cooling facilities and I will keep it here for you because I can extend the shelf life. That's what I would do. It's a great business, services the middle class, it answers a real problem that exists, it's infinitely scalable. And any of you who are watching this, if you go and do this, I want my 10%.
But do you see that everything he spoke about was about problem solving? I don't know if I'm making sense. Government has a problem, you create a solution. People have problems, you create solutions. What are our prayer points? We have this senior advocate here. What are our prayer points in Nigeria? Oh Lord, deliver me from problems. I don't want any problem. We're so afraid of problems. There's a problem in that law. Look at what he said. He says, don't we have an identical problem in Nigeria? I'm asking you, don't we have an identical problem of food storage issues? I'm asking you, don't we have it? Let me just show you another video. This one is not so much. I want you to look at what they do. This is a simpler problem that can be resolved. This is a restaurant somewhere in Netherlands. Look at how they look at the simplicity of how they let you know whether a waiter is needed or not. Very simple.
Here you are, guys.
Thank you.
Whenever you're ready, you switch the light to red and the waiter will come and pick it up.
Amazing.
Do you see it? Just a simple lamp. When you turn the lamp upside down, it turns red. So the waiter knows you need a waiter. When the waiter finishes dealing with you, she'll take the lamp and turn it back up and it turns white. That's the simplicity of systems and organization. People think it's some complicated thing. And the problem is that most of you already run systems, but you're not aware of it. One of the important systems you do in your house is when your children come back from school, what are they supposed to do? They're supposed to sit down, eat, am I right? Maybe rest a little bit, do their homework before they are allowed to watch television. Am I right? Down below. Okay, what about waking up in the morning? What do? You brush your teeth. Some of you, I don't know whether you do that or not, but you know what I mean. You take, I don't know. I brush my teeth before I take my bath. Some people take their bath before they brush their teeth. Doesn't matter, but it's still a system. Am I making sense? How many of you put on your socks before you put on your shoes? It's a system. Am I making sense? Do you see what I mean? But the question is, you already operate systems, but you fail to inject them into parts of your life that matter. All right? So I'm just playing around. If you notice, I'm just playing around right now about this relativity. Very simple concept of turning things around. But this is where I want to go. This is where I want to go. The whole essence, and I'm going to go into problem solving in a minute. Just stay with me. The whole essence of problem solving is the ability to take decisions. Am I making sense? One of the questions I was asked yesterday in an interview was, how do you take decisions? How do you make, he says you're a businessman, you're a pastor, how do you make, I have to make so many decisions every single day. I don't know, and all of us are like that. We have to take so many decisions. But what most of us fail to understand is that if you don't have an operating system for making decisions, you will make the wrong ones. Now listen to what this guy's got to say. Decisions are meant to be made based on principles. Listen.
What I wanted us is to do as a company is always make decisions based on principles. Like, what's the underlying reason? Like, if I'm making a decision, no one should ever think, well, that's just because Justin likes it that way, or that's just because some other leader at the company, that's just what they want, so let's just do it their way. We want people to think, like, to understand, like, how am I making those decisions? What's underneath that? What principles do I believe in that made me to choose this over that? Because if you make that really explicit and clear, then you gain trust. People understand, like, why you're making the decisions, and two, they can start making decisions on their own without you needing to be in the room, and start developing their own principles for how they make decisions. And so many of our meetings start off with, like, well, here are the principles that we sort of aligned on as we started to make, think about this body of work. And it just aligns everyone on the core set of assumptions and beliefs and values that we have before we get into the details of the work.
So, yesterday night, I wanted to fix additional lights here so that, because we're getting a bit of shadows when we're showing the video.